Hey YouTube. Well, I'm here to talk about Star. This is the last episode before the season finale, which is next week. So the thing opens with Star. Actually, it opens with Carlotta. Carlotta's praying. She's praying because her and Cotton are still going through. And they move over to this rehearsal that the girls are in, doing the song called "I Give You My Sugar." Nasty. They being nasty on chairs. These girls are almost like strippers. Anyway, I guess it's cute. So they're doing this rehearsal, and Hayel tells everyone what a great job they did in the rehearsal, except for he didn't say anything to Star, and she gets an attitude about it. So she confronts him and tells him that, why you do me so bad? She tells him that, you want me. That's why you mad because I'm with Hunter. That's why you're mistreating me and all this kind of stuff. And he said, no, I would have had intimate relations with you. But that's it, honey. I don't see you saying anything more than that. So he kind of insults her. They go back and forth. So he says he's not interested in her. Now, this is a mystery because we all know that Hayel is going to be somebody's daddy. I think from the beginning we've known. Because nobody's daddy is defined. Star ain't got no daddy. Simone ain't got no daddy. There's just no daddies. So, Cotton ain't got no daddy. So we don't know who the fathers are. So I think everyone kind of figured that somebody is his child. That comes to a head in this episode. All right, so as they're in there, Cotton comes in. Cotton's a mess. She's strung out on drugs. They don't say which kind of drugs, but I think it's coke that she's on. She's had a history with drugs. Now she's falling out with her mother and moved out of her mother's house. And she comes in. She's high as hell. She's supposed to be doing these outfits for the girls. So she crashes there in the dance studio where they're rehearsal hall. And then Hayel comes out with this guy. The next scene, Hayel comes out with this guy who is in charge of this Atlanta's Best competition they're in. And he's like an official of the contest. And he tells them that they don't make last minute changes. That when Hayel signed them up for the contest, they signed them up as a 4-person group. They can't make last minute changes or they're disqualified. So their only option is to bring this girl back into the group. That plot thickens a little bit later, but that's basically it. So of course they all get mad, got an attitude. Star kicks Hayel in the balls and then lays hands on him. So to his credit, he did not retaliate. That little fight gets broken up because Cotton, who was asleep on the couch, wakes up and says, "You're disturbing her high." I guess she gets high and hides up under the blankets. But yeah, so Star's got an attitude now because her and this girl don't get along at all. In fact, last week they had a fight. Excuse me. My mouth always dry. I have to say, just in case anyone's curious, I drink so much water and my mouth is always dry and so forth because I take all these pills. These pills, they keep me alive, so I don't have no choice in it. So I got to deal with a hoarse throat. That's like my big burden. Anyway, so what happens then? Okay, so he's got to get her back in the group. Star gets mad. She kicks his ass, and then Hayel decides, okay, we need to do something with Cotton. So he confronts, he goes to take her home to her mother. First he tells her mother what bad shape she's in. Next thing, he's bringing her home to the mother. She is high. Stop, boy. She is high, so she starts hitting on him as they're outside of Carlotta's house. She said, you want me and all this kind of stuff. I don't know why this Hayel just gets all the pussy and asshole because they all seem to have this thing about Hayel. Like, I guess he's Big Daddy Rich. But she's romancing him. He said, no, it's not like that. I do love you as a friend, you know, but that's not going to happen. She is persistent because she's high as hell. She tries to kiss him. She's all on top of him. And Carlotta comes out of the house. And she said, get off of him. And she said, that's your daddy. Ooh. So, Hayo was not Simone's father, which I kind of was leaning towards. And he's not Star's father, what I thought was the second option. But he's Cotton's father. Now, so far, we don't know. I mean, man can put it anywhere he wants to put it, you know. But Cotton was his son. Now is his daughter. That's like the big secret they're talking about in this episode. All right. Meanwhile, okay, Derek. Remember, Derek got this beef with this demonstration. He's about to fight his case, and he won't take money or help from Alex's parents. I guess the mother is one trying to help out. They built this thing like Lenny Kravitz was going to have some huge part in it, but so far he's only been in a couple scenes in the first episode, real quick scenes, as a matter of fact. Anyway, she could get him a good lawyer, their attorneys, but he won't take it. He won't take help from them, even though they're the ones that got him out of jail. So he decides he wants to go with the public defender. Because his grandmother's a hater. She hates white people. They tell me I can't call her racist because she's black, but she don't like white people. So she only wants a black person, even though he's a public defender, to defend this boy. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. They paid to get him out. That's how he's out on the street. Anyway, so okay, that will be continued in a minute. All right, so Pumpkin is Missy Elliott. Pumpkin is the producer. They need someone to produce, I guess, tracks for them. Is that how it works? Tracks for them for this competition. And so he goes to Missy Elliott to get it done. First she says no, of course, and then she says yes. She's going to work with them. As she's working with them, the girl, what's the girl? Eva approaches her and says, I would like to do that part in the music, the main part of the song. She said, no, but that's Star's piece. She said, I think I could do it better. Let me try. So Eva, right in front of Star, lets the girl do the piece, do the song. Of course, they end up in a battle fighting. But anyway, it comes off pretty well, and the girl ends up doing the lead on this big song they're going to do for this. I guess it's like a demo. All right. Alex and Derek. All right. Alex and Derek. This scene's kind of weak. Alex and Derek are approached by this reporter. I don't know why a reporter would be interested. I mean, the story wasn't that big a deal. He just was at a rally. He didn't do anything. But they're confronted by this reporter. And the reporter spills the beans that Alex, I guess Derek doesn't know that Alex is her father is this big producer. Because she seems surprised. He seems surprised to find out that her father is this big record producer, right? So we assume that when they have a confrontation, that's what they're going to talk about, that who your father is. But no, it's about they don't pursue that storyline at all. So, but as it turns out, Derek sneaks back to this reporter, the same reporter later on, and tells her that he has some information on the cop. This thing doesn't really make that much sense. So I guess they don't call that snitching when you're snitching on a cop. But apparently the cop is dirty in some way. He should be, if he's going to snitch, he should have been snitching to the police so they can get his charges dropped. But instead he does it with a reporter. So that whole thing is all kerfuffled. I don't know what his purpose would be in doing that. If it doesn't lead to him getting out of jail, I don't know why he would even go there. So his life could be in danger now because he's telling on his cop. And as it turns out, one of these big climactic scenes is Alex and him are in a car. They're driving, having a conversation about, it's not important, and they get hit hard with this big truck with the big bars in front of it. So it's a car accident, but it's pretty obvious so far. Although they haven't talked about it yet, it's not an accident. Those cops have probably killed this boy. So they hit him on his side, and they did a dramatic wreck. So it looks like he told on the cop, and now these cops have killed him. It's a possibility that he's still alive, but when they do the credits for the next show, we see her alive. But we don't see him. So we'll see. All that's going leading up to this finale, which takes place next week. Okay. All right. Carlotta comes looking for her daughter. Of course, she's staying with this other girl who's and Carlotta goes over there. They have a discussion, confrontation. I'm not sure I remember what happened in the confrontation. I don't remember. Okay. Please forgive all this extra activity going on back there. I don't know how these people get your phone number, but anyway. So, okay, so they're doing this competition, and Laura, hold on one second, please. I can't concentrate. I'm getting old. My nerves are bad. And that telemarketer telling me I had to re-up my mortgage. Of course, I don't have a mortgage. I'm a renter. Okay. So they're in this competition, this group called Glamour. And the Glamour is good. They do a song. They do a James Brown. Actually, I really like this James Brown song they do. Which one is it? Mama's Got a Brand New Band. James Brown was Papa's Got a Brand New Band. Come on. Okay. So they do that. But it's called Mama's Got a Brand New Band. So they're the primary competition for them. After the thing closed, of course, the girls give each other attitude because they're competing with each other. And one girl says Miss Star looks thirsty. And so she throws a drink in her face. And Star don't get to her. Usually she's always ready to fight. But she don't get to her. They got to get on stage. Okay. And then Miss Star gets some good luck. So Hunter, we know Hunter's a mama's boy, right? And he's got this strange relationship with his mama. But it looks like the mama pulls up. He makes the money, but the mama pulls up first strings, right? He has somehow went and bought this girl this extravagant, gorgeous condo and gives it to her. And he said, we can live it in together. But it's going to be in your name. He said, that's the trick. Get it in your name, honey. If it's in your name, it's your condo. If not, as soon as he gets mad at you, you're going to throw your ass out. But as I said before, after he hit her the first time, she's supposed to keep moving. That's going to be a big problem. In the previews, you can see he's beating her up again. So that's an abusive relationship. He can't control his hands. But she's deeper involved now because now he done bought her a condo. And I'm sure the mother got a lot to say about that. Look, it cost $1 million. All right, so okay, looks like Hayel, he wanted both girls in the group, right? He wanted Eva and Star both in the group. And so this whole thing about this guy coming and saying that he had signed him up as a foursome, that they had to take her back or they couldn't perform. That was all a ruse. He just had somebody come in there to say that. Some friend of his. The guy probably wasn't even had anything to do with the show. This was this way to get Eva back in the group. So Simone overhears him talking to Eva. Eva is the conniving thing. She's all about Eve, all about Eve, all about Eva. She's the understudy, but now she's taking over this group. She's playing him and them, and he's allowing it to happen. Okay. Okay, so as we said, here's the big thing. The big thing is these guys are in this car accident. More than likely, Derek is dead. And the other big thing was revealed is Hael is Cotton's father. Now that doesn't mean that he's nobody else's father. All that means is because remember, Hael was having an affair with Mary and with Carlotta. So he got Carlotta pregnant. That doesn't mean he didn't get Mary pregnant as well. So it could be one of these girls is her sister. We'll see. Comes to a head next week. I understand that they've been picked up for a second season. I don't know if I'm going to do the second season, review the second season or not. Just because some of the shows that I really like are coming on. Empire starts up, and also Greenleaf starts up. So I don't know if I'll do this again or not. But that's where it leaves it. All right, thanks for listening to me, guys. See you next week.